driving tip number 1. Lanes, or the lane lines, are not necessarily lanes, they're guidelines, okay? People run down the middle of this friggin' highway, straddling the lane lines between them, okay? So it's okay for me to do that too. Also, driving tip number 2. Speed limits, the little circular target things that say 110. People don't go 110 kilometers an hour. People go 130 minimum. And if you're not going as fast as everyone else, everyone goes the right lane. Everyone goes the right lane so much that the really, really slow cars and trucks hang out the shoulder. Okay, so there you go. Driving tip number 3. Merge lanes. Okay, there's no yield, so there might be a yield sign, I don't know what it is in this international standard shit, okay, but there's no yielding, okay? They're just gonna merge whenever the fuck they're ready, and you just need to move the fuck out of the way, because you're tiny, okay? And big trucks are big, you're small, so just move, just let them do their thing. That's good. Driving tip number 4. If you actually want to see anything on your trip across Greece, okay, these barriers are like the size of this tiny ass little car. By the which I don't know what the name of the car is, but it's tiny and it's got the picture of like a gay lion doing that. So yeah, anyway, if you want to see anything like beyond the barrier and take pictures of it, get something a little bit taller, because otherwise you're not going to see it. Driving tip number 5. Don't use turn signals. They just confuse the situation. Anytime anybody's ever used them on the road, it didn't mean whatever the hell they were about to pull, turn, or do. And whenever I use them, which is obviously the most logical of situations, everybody gets pissed, honks, and just gets in my way. So, there's your tip. Driving tip number 6. Go as fast as you want. Similar to the previous law before, but a little bit different, because it's about the car's fuel efficiency. This thing is the most efficient machine I've ever been in. We are 150 kilometers into our trip, and this thing is still at full, okay? So the most inefficient times are when you're in the city going slow as shit. So might as well pedal to the metal and ignore all the speeding signs. Driving tip number 7. It is actually a courtesy for Greek drivers to drive up behind you, and in case you weren't paying attention, because you're going slower than them, to shine their brights in your face to let you know that you need to move to the side. Feel free to do it to all the Greek people you want to too. Matter of fact, they'll probably wave to you. But don't wave back. Don't do this, because that pretty much means fuck you. Driving tip number 8. Motorbikes, motorcycles, mopeds, everything with 2 little wheels running around everywhere, get used to them. They're in your face, they're in your lane, they're in your spot. You stop at a stoplight, they'll shut up! Sorry. They get in your little spot, you hop in a light, they'll jump right in front of you, and you have to wait for them. They're in your face, you gotta look pretty much your blind spots all the time, because they'll just pop out of nowhere, because everyone owns a motorcycle. Driving tip number 9. The double lines in the center of the highway that normally forbid you from crossing, yeah, those you can ignore at any time, whether they're yellow or white, you just cross them anyway. It'll get you there faster because everyone else is doing it anyway.